on silent, please, so I don't hear myself. So Lee is the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly move on while Lee gets things sorted. So Lee is probably coming to me via a smartphone, which is cool. I can see the smile. So anyway, so we'll move on. So you can put in, like, you can see appointments. You can see, you can put in new appointment in a new appointment in and put it in. Put in the details. Click OK, comes up as a team appointment. And then ideally that would be a red square, but because the limitations of the page is of the program would not, that's a programming thing, so it would come up. So then you can go to menu. It's just like any app, so you can put in appointments, you can put in your timesheet, put in your hours, and stuff like that. And then that would go, all this would go to a centralized encrypted server. So the information going over the network, it would be, you would get a 10-digit number, a client number, that you would have to enter each time you wanted to do a case note. That's not linked. Why is that not linked? Okay, so that's not linked. So just let me go out of that, because I think case notes are really important. So to that, no, to that, no, that to that. None. Okay. So then we'll go back and look at it. Enter case note. So then click in here. It brings up case note. You put in the number. You type in the text of what you think the case note will be. And then it will ask you sure? Final copy, because once you submit a case note, you can't edit it, and then it will give you when you put the case note in, and then take you back. So this is what peer workers would use out in the field, and this would eliminate having an office. Purely because we would need a head office, but I'm trying to make it really, really cost effective for the government to say, yay, we're going to back this project. So with Peer Workers Network, how I want it structured, or how I would like it structured, is having a head office where the managers are, but the peer workers don't need to come to an office. They just head off to an appointment, do the appointment, do whatever they need to do, put in a new appointment, do a timesheet, do a case note, and then enter it all in, and then it updates the system, updates your personal app to your and everything in that app is for you. Nobody else can see it except for management, and that way there won't be any need to have multiple offices. but then I can see people's sort of frustrations and sort of what about, working together. Well, this is where you are in the larger scheme. You're in a team of 5 or 6 peer workers, and within that team you are you hold groups. You have team meetings between each peer worker. You share information about what's happening in your catchment, and all that type of stuff. So the research of what happens in your catchment never ends. There's always some little group doing one little thing here and there that you need to share with the other peer workers in your group. You have group sessions with other peer workers, and you work together under a manager, and there's no office. You just run it through a smartphone or a tablet. That way, I think it eliminates large travel times. It gives you more time for yourself and for your for your family and what you need to make sure that you're okay. There may be times where you just do 3 hours of just research, and because an appointment's pulled out, then you do 3 hours of research, ringing around, visiting organizations to see what they've got, whether or not it's a safe environment for your consumers, clients, patients. So there's a lot of stuff that can be done out there. This is just a little snippet of what I have for the organization as a whole. So it's going to get there. I would really love some funding. That way I can really step it up, and then I could employ a couple of people to do some research, write some documentation, and do everything right, because I'm sort of struggling with a little bit with everything else. So that's the updates of everything that's going on at Peer Workers Network. We are rocking it. We are doing stuff. We are trying to get... So I did have a question from someone asking how many people would I expect to be employing in the Peer Workers Network. And I've thrown around two numbers, as small as 30, as high as 50 within the state of Victoria. So it will give a lot of people who want to get into the peer worker employment space to really, have the opportunity to apply their trade within that. So there's a lot of training and stuff that would need to happen as well. OH&S training and all that, but that's later down the line. That's hopefully when I get some funding, I can get somebody to organise. So I can see Lee's there watching vigilantly. So Lee's the winner of the free T-shirt. The Peer Workers Network T-shirt that hasn't been made yet, but it will be made. I got to order the T-shirt. That's why I said it's got to be custom, because I didn't want to buy 8 extra large and you're a small. It's just something that So Lee's the winner of the Peer Workers Network T-shirt. So congratulations, Lee.
Thank you.
No worries. So I'm going to wrap it up there, unless Lee has any questions, or anybody in the chat has questions.
I I have lots of questions about peer working, but I can ask you personally.
Yeah. So next week we're going to really go in depth into peer working. We're going to look at training, IPS, and all this other type of stuff. So I just wanted today to be a catch up on what was happening because I've been away for 2 weeks, and I was sick. So, and to show that, I'm still, even though I was sick, I'm still working, but I didn't feel confident coming, that I was fully in the head to do a live stream. So yeah, but peer working, we're going to go in depth next week. How to basically from applying for a peer worker role to knowing what a peer worker needs to know, what trainings are out there for peer workers, and then what else does a peer worker need to know? There are some technical things between different organizations that you need to know, i.e. pay scales and stuff like that. So you may see at one organization. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Otherwise, I'll be cutting into next week's. So thank you everybody for coming in and having a look around. Feel free to drop me an email at Ryan Bannock at peerworkersnetwork. No, I stuffed it up. It's Ryan Bannock at peerworkers.network. Or you can DM me through Facebook, or you can DM me through MeWe. And I'll see you guys next week. Cheerio.
Cheers.